Did BYD steal Tesla's crown? Examining the rise of China's electric giant. An ancient proverb states that he who laughs last laughs longest. Regarding the billionaire Elon Musk, it's likely he never imagined he would see this position of power due to a business whose goals, in his recent capacity as an investor, he disputed. In 2011, Musk made sarcastic and even insulting remarks about BYD's goals.
There's competitors now ramping up, and as you're familiar with BYD, which is also on the West Coast, I think they're ramping up production of their electric vehicles. Warren Buffett owns 10% stake in that. Why do you laugh? BYD is trying to compete. Why do you laugh?
Have you seen their car?
I have seen their cars, yes. In fact, at the Berkshire Hathaway meeting, I saw their cars.
Yeah.
Well, they are on a different, tell me why you're laughing. You don't see them at all as a competitor?
No.
Why is that? I mean, they offer a lower price point.
I don't think they have a great product.
Why is that?
I don't think it's particularly attractive. The technology is not very strong. And BYD as a company has pretty severe problems in their home turf in China.
Right.
So I think their focus is, and rightly should be, on making sure they don't die in China.
Regarding the Chinese automaker, he remarked, "I don't think it's particularly attractive. The technology is not very strong." He said, and BYD as a company has pretty severe problems in their home turf of China in a Bloomberg interview. Thus, I believe that their primary concern is, and this is appropriate, ensuring that they do not perish in China. What is BYD, and how is it ruling the automotive industry? The largest automobile brand that you've ever heard of. The leading automaker in China is promoting itself with those phrases as it seeks to grow internationally. BYD Co., which stands for Build Your Dreams, is currently the largest electric car manufacturer in the world, surpassing Tesla after becoming China's top-selling domestic auto brand. Ironically, the Asian company is far from dead just 10 years later. Instead, it's winning out over Tesla. The American business group was surpassed by the Chinese enterprise to become the largest in the EV industry. The well-known businessman now realizes how wrong it was to drastically underestimate the Chinese brand. Although Elon Musk's business faced some opposition to giving up its sales lead, the outcomes clearly speak for themselves. The Chinese producer of e-cars reports this kind of record for the first time in its history. The final quarter of last year's supply shows numbers that are a cause for celebration, surpassing the primary rival. So let's get to the numbers, shall we? The American company claims that from October to December, it sold a little over 484,000 cars. With almost 11,000 more automobiles than expected, this is a fantastic outcome. It was really wonderful news, as yearly sales exceeded market estimates and set a new record. This accomplishment, in the meantime, wasn't adequate to maintain Tesla's dominance. BYD sold 42,000 additional cars during that time, bringing the total number of e-car sales to 526,000. How was Tesla affected? Although it was a severe setback for Tesla, the EV sector as a whole and its advancement saw a huge boost. Tesla's downfall is a blatant indication that the electric vehicle market is about to undergo a reorganization. The successes are an inevitable byproduct of China's EV manufacturer's ascent, and the person spearheading this effort is precisely the organization Musk mockingly mentioned 10 years ago and whose name is little recognized. Let's examine these businesses' overall 2023 performance. For the past 12 months, Tesla's supplies outpaced BYD's, considering that Chinese automakers delivered 3.02 million vehicles in 2023, with 1.4 million of those being plug-in hybrids. How did BYD sail through the sales? BYD's impressive sale acceleration has earned them the win in China. Another factor contributing to their success was the rise of Chinese exports to outside markets, the most significant of which turned out to be Europe. As a result, Tesla faced even more competition, but the massive American company is still committed to expanding. Despite BYD's impressive financial performance, Tesla continues to lead in sales. The impact of the appealing pricing idea is demonstrated by the company's supply, which proves that discounts work in favor of the Chinese producers. Market analysts believe that the intense competition will hurt both firms' profit margins though. BYD employs the notion that success necessitates sacrifice in spite of the danger. The stakes are rather high for the Asian e-car maker, as the promotion of BYD's image and increased degree of recognition contribute to the rise of market share. The comparatively lower cost of the finished product is the foundation of Chinese success in the EV business. In Europe, BYD's electric vehicles are becoming increasingly advantageous, mostly due to their competitive pricing. Customers put a lot of pressure on EV producers because they want a more affordable and intelligent vehicle. Wait, there are more benefits. Another significant benefit of BYD is its well-established delivery network. The fact that the firm never gave up on producing batteries, which was its original line of business, is one of the reasons for its success. This proved to be a significant benefit given the challenging macroeconomic environment surrounding the delivery and manufacture of components, as well as the rising expenditure levels. A new phase in the battle of the e-car titans is beginning, and you don't want to miss it. In essence, the market will hand over the throne to a new aspirational monarch who has placed a special emphasis on quickly locating outside markets. The fierce competition in the electric vehicle space indicates how high the auto industry has set the bar for EVs. It appears that China is winning the bet on market competitiveness. It took the Red Dragon some time to change the alternative drive car's primary benefit. The state has allocated billions of yuan towards incentives aimed at creating supply chains that prioritize indigenous technology development. The steps taken to help the industry by the second strongest economy in the world may be the driving force behind success. Chinese EV producers prioritize taking steps to obtain the edge and increase their pricing potential, which helps them become a respectable global competitor with notable accomplishments. In addition to record-breaking sales, BYD increased its footprint and took over new markets. Moreover, the Chinese producer is on the verge of becoming one of the previously unidentified automakers that have taken the globe by storm. Just a year ago, the e-vehicle industry faced significant pressure and several competitors encountered difficulties. While many entities were decimated in the battle of pricing, BYD emerged victorious. Even though Tesla just turned a profit in 2019 after emerging from years of recession, the Chinese firm is frequently cited as an excellent example of return on equity and has hardly ever reported any negative operating income. Compared to other American firms, Tesla has a significantly greater level of supply under these circumstances. This slowdown in the demand for electric vehicles affects the market valuation of certain smaller rivals, including Rivian. Even for the more established General Motors, class manufacturers had to exercise caution because of the declining sales pace. The massive European automaker VW just adjusted its goals for growing the EV industry. Right now, BYD's ambitious expansion is its biggest problem. The business expanded and developed quickly. Pessimists and superstitious people might contend that that is not a good omen. However, in light of so many good signs, this is a minor negative element. The Chinese corporation, which was previously unidentified globally, is poised to undergo a significant transformation. Despite having a market capitalization that is now 10 times less than Tesla's, BYD has managed to overtake the latter as the largest producer of electric vehicles. In the history of alternative drive vehicles, this is a historic occasion. This is a significant development that only scratches the surface of BYD's growth potential. The long-held goal of leading the Chinese automobile industry has been achieved. The once small battery manufacturer has grown into a major player in the electric vehicle market. The natural next step would be to take over the world market. Vertical integration has been essential to BYD's success. By manufacturing the majority of its own parts, BYD was able to break through into the market for affordable electric vehicles by not depending on other suppliers for parts. The company's ability to provide a large selection of reasonably priced electric vehicles at competitive pricing allows it to maximize sales, if not revenue, while entering new markets. China currently competes with Japan for the top spot in the world of passenger vehicle exports, having surpassed the US, South Korea, and Germany earlier. Furthermore, as of October, 1.3 million of the 3.6 million automobiles exported from the mainland were electric. Businesses like BYD are starting to make significant headway in an industry still dominated by household brands like Toyota, Volkswagen, and General Motors. Undoubtedly, the Chinese government and Warren Buffett, whose Berkshire Hathaway has been a significant investment, have provided BYD with a great deal of assistance. Its goals go beyond just pushing Tesla and Elon Musk to the back of the pack. As part of a larger drive to increase sales across multiple continents, BYD is constructing plants in Europe, Latin America, and Asia, and its buses and automobiles are showing up in cities all over the world, even in the US. The Chinese manufacturer is putting itself in a position to compete with everyone as the globe shifts more and more from combustion to electric automobiles. Despite having a market capitalization that is now 10 times less than Tesla's, BYD has managed to overtake the latter as the largest producer of electric vehicles. And that's all, guys. Will Tesla strike back? Do let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more information. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.